What up, YouTube fam? We are getting ready to start packing. We are leaving our Airbnb in Progreso. We leave tomorrow, and I wanted to make a video of my time here and some of my reflections, but I have been so busy today. We woke up kind of late. I'm gonna start in the kitchen. That was gonna be my strategy, but I was like, you know what? I don't know if that's gonna work for you, girl. I don't know if it's not. I didn't have time to do like a official sit down video like I did in Ciudad de Mexico, but I did want to just like check in on how it's been out here and some of my reflections and some of my learnings. The last few days have been really busy because I've just been like planning, and that's usually when I start thinking about making these videos, just because I haven't been vlogging. I really haven't been feeling the energy. I really have been wanting to use this time to rest. I have been taking a lot of short clips on my phone. The idea that I'm going to post on TikTok, which I also have not done, just because, I don't know, I feel like I'm really trying to step away from social media right now and like really actually rest my mind, not just my body, because I feel like my mind is what needs more rest than anything else. It's just been really busy, and the last few days I haven't been able to sit down for this. So while I pack, I'm gonna just update y'all on like some of the things that I learned this last 2 weeks that I've been in Progreso. Progreso is a very small town. It's a little beach town. We came to Progreso because we wanted to come to Mérida, which is in Yucatan. We were told that Mérida was just like so beautiful and blah blah blah, so many people. So we decided to book our first like beachy stay here. And Mérida is beautiful, but I guess I was expecting the ocean to be a little bit more pretty. Progreso is surrounded by the Gulf of Mexico. I was just not like impressed. I also wasn't prepared for being in like a small beach town. I mean, I thought that's what I wanted, but I think I've just lived in the city for so long. I've really gotten accustomed to the commodities of living in a big city. There was just a lot that I felt just different. Here taught me a lot about myself. This time around, G and I both like made sure to plan to do absolutely nothing, and we really stuck by that, and we did nearly nothing. I wish I would have been a little bit more active during this day, because I just feel like my muscles are getting tighter from not having exercised very much since we left. That's something that I really want to work on, but it's hard because especially here in Progreso, the time that I was waking up at like 9, it was already like in the 80s, and I bet you ain't trying to run in 80-degree weather, bro. Like, what the fuck? I deleted my Instagram and Twitter while in Progreso because I found myself the first few days just scrolling. I didn't like that. I was still feeling really tired, and I was like, honestly, it's probably the social media that I'm constantly consuming, and I have all this time, so I'm just like mindlessly scrolling. So I deleted my Instagram. G and I have been consistent about cooking meals at home and going to the mercado. It's more expensive here in Progreso, I imagine, because it's farther away from the big city, which is Mérida. But I think I'm comparing my experience here to my experience in Ciudad de Mexico. Now that we've been here, there are things that we miss about Ciudad de Mexico. Like, we do miss the ease to literally get anything you need. Anything you want to Ciudad de Mexico, you're gonna find it, truly. And that isn't the case here because it's such a small beach town. But again, crazy crowds and noise of the city, like, we didn't experience that at all. Not very busy at all out here. Although we did come during Carnaval. I literally asked somebody from Yucatan, what are you guys celebrating? And she couldn't give me an answer. She was like, honestly, I think it's just an opportunity for like people to party. Like, famous artists come and play in the towns. I got to see Linda concert and
Bebe, what was the concert that we went to go see with my cousins? Banda Recodo, thank you. It was really fun. Also, my cousins came. We had a blast with them. We went to a beach that's kind of farther away from the one that we've been going to. We also did like a cenote day where we just explored a bunch of cenotes. It was a really good time. Felt like, you know, I've been away from home. I've been away from my family unit, and it feels nice to have family come and see me. It feels nice to be around family. It felt nice to be around just community. That sense of community, I think, is something I'm lacking, because as we move from place to place to place, we haven't really been able to establish deep relationships or connections, and that's something that I think I'm missing too. All in all, I feel like Progreso was really good to us. We felt very safe. We walked home at night often. We were also really lucky that we have bikes here. Maybe we didn't get on the first try. We didn't go to the right tortilleria. We didn't pick from the right vendor at the mercado, but I think over time we did start to know where to go for what, and that's always something that we establish later on as we get to know the city a little bit better. I'm a little sad to leave Progreso, but I'm mostly excited to see the next beach, just because I did get a little bored here, and I think that's what I wanted. Like, honestly, getting off social media, having more time for me to do things. Like, I've been reading more. G and I have been going to the beach just to sit there. It's just been really nice overall, but I'm also really excited to see another part of the Yucatan Peninsula, which I hear Holbox is very beautiful. Only there for a week. We go to Tulum, which we're more excited for some reason. After that, we're gonna go to Guadalajara for a few days, and then we part ways. And then I'm going to India. Oh my God. I'm literally gonna be staying at an ashram in the beautiful city of Dharamsala, which is the home of the holiest Dalai Lama. Bro, what? It came across my radar because I was on workaway trying to figure out, like, okay, where do I want to go after this? I'm gonna be going alone. What if I do like a workaway? Finding a shelter that I thought I was gonna volunteer at, but the rules of the place were just interesting. I ended up not booking, but that place stayed with me. I looked into it and I found out a lot of wonderful things about it. And I Googled retreats or programs that you can partake in, and I found this ashram that does a yoga / meditation. I need to keep packing. The ashram is 6 days. I'm so excited for that. Dharamsala is gonna be a bitch to get to. I'm gonna fly from Guadalajara to Chicago, from Chicago to Istanbul, from Istanbul to New Delhi, from New Delhi to Dharamsala. And I'm gonna stay a couple days after the ashram just to take a little town in. I hear it's very small and there's not much to see. I don't want to miss out on anything if I was just at the ashram. Then I'm gonna fly to Bali, where I'm gonna be at a yoga / cultural experience retreat. Clearly there's a theme here. I feel like yoga and meditation and breath work are really good for me. I feel more at ease when I really follow a routine. I want to get more into yoga, but I don't want to commit to a yoga teaching course. Like right now I'm definitely exploring it. I know that like it makes my body feel good. I want to strengthen the practice and really see if it makes a difference in my mental health. It's gonna be super dope. Today over dinner, we're discussing potentially him not going to Vietnam after Japan and what that would look like. We're both really respectful of each other's needs. Our trip has definitely evolved from our plan in the beginning. Just being open to the flexibility. I feel comfortable if I needed to change things up that I could tell him. He might not come with me to Vietnam. I think I would be fine. The same way that I'm gonna do India and Indonesia by myself, I would be open to doing that in Vietnam. I'm really practicing being flexible with whatever happens. I'm proud to say that I'm doing a good job about that, because things really have changed and I have really needed to just adapt. It's been okay, which is really cool to see. That's it. Any challenges here? One thing that was really highlighted for me, that G and I have been spending a lot of time together because neither one of us is working, and we've been together for like 2 months now. We haven't really implemented space between us. like we did this trip. It really showed that I needed space, needed some alone time, and I didn't always know how to best communicate that. Fortunately, this Airbnb has multiple rooms with doors, unlike Ciudad de Mexico. We were able to give each other space. We also had some difficult conversations. We lost power one night. We were just sitting in the room like, let's fucking do a little check-in, shall we? And we really got to check in about some things. I think I learned to appreciate our time together a little bit better and also find a way to balance out the space. I'm not impressed with the cuisine here. I don't know if it was that we're on a budget and we can't just like go out to like the super nice restaurants. It's more expensive here than it was in Ciudad de Mexico. So it was hard for us to see the difference and not feel like we can save some money if we cook at home more, or if we go to smaller restaurants instead of like the big bougie nice ones on the Malecon. So I guess that would be another challenge. Little things happened, you know. I punctured a wheel in one of the bikes, and then I had to deal with that fuss. Just interesting ways in which I navigate difficulties and how I can move forward and how I can communicate and collaborate with G have been things that have been getting exposed for me. Definitely for me. G is an angel. He is just so kind, and so like he doesn't have as much to reflect on like me. He's working on his music stuff too, which I'm super proud of him for. But yeah, I need to keep packing. I think that was like my full update on Progreso, Yucatan. Tomorrow, taking Uber from here to Merida. We'll take a bus to... Baby! Yeah? What's the name of the town that we're taking the bus to? Chiquila. Chiquila. And then we're taking a ferry to get to Holbox. You guys in Holbox.